So this is where I'm sticking my hand down. Pass there. Wiggle my way around. Let me take it off real quick. Size comparison. See? It's like not that bad. Alright, brother, so took that out. Boom. Let it drip, drip, drip. You might want to have an O-ring set because who knows if the new one comes with that. I took this off, sandwich holder right here. That's a 10. And it has its own little bushing, but I don't know if that comes off. I'll check the new one. Alright, survey says no. I mean, I see nothing up here for that, except for this. Oh yeah, it does. So you got your cap off right here. It comes with its own O-ring. Okay, boom. This probably was the cap for this. And it comes with its own bushing here. It's supposed to have a second bushing here, but you could use the other one. And then it has this thing for the switch. There's a plug. There's a lug. A plug and a lug. Okay, so this will go into the new one. And I could just plug it back in. Alright, cool. Take it out. You would take this out and put the switch there. It's protecting it. Alright, cool. So, now take a look back here. I was able to get this bolt and that one back there with just a 3/8 common handle and a deep socket. Deep socket doesn't have to be extreme. Regular deep socket. I'm able to get these two bolts. When I take the line out, then I have to take this pressure switch and switch it over to the Yo, bro, I had to use 2-ply cardboard for this hot ass engine. But as you can see, that's the bolts and the clamp holder for this little spaghetti alphabet on this side. You can see it's symmetrical with that nut on that little heat shield, splash shield, or whatever. And that bushing stays with the line. That's why you get a new one on the line. And this one is unloosened. Working it back and forth. Cleaning it with all kinds of solvents from degreaser, but still applying anti-seize. I'm rust penetrant. And as you can see now, it's getting easier and looser. I can see and play with it. It's almost finger tight. And it's not binding the line itself. So lubricant, so I could freely move. Cap some duct tape or whatever on these threads, and I cap it off so nothing gets inside of it and contaminates it. And then once you put the switch on, take that out, put the new switch on, you're good. That's already capped off. And this, that's okay. Alright, this thing is kind of annoying to get out. Once you get it free, take off all the bolts, all the freaking rubber and all that, and then you could use your hand to kind of like move it while you finish untightening the threads, so that way you can kind of help it. And then after you back it out from the steering gearbox, what you're gonna do is pitch it underneath where it goes in at, try to put it, swing it under there, and try to scoop it out from under the rear motor mount. Just scoop it out, try to cant it, and just walk it out. This other bushing looks like that. It's already factory pre-cut. You just gotta, work it loose. Just like that. That's open and clear, free and clear, free and clear, free and clear, free and clear. Clean it up. There you go. Why the hell is the tensioner shaking like that? See how it wobbles? Why is it still smoking? So what happened is taking out the old line power steering fluid that was still in the line spilled onto the header. So if you do that, you might have to clean it, brake clean, soapy water or something. So I got a piece of cardboard to check for leaks. And now I'm getting ready to clean any type of residue of power steering fluid that I can find, grease and grime, everything on these lines. So that way, if anything I see later on, I can narrow it down. If it's a clamp or the line itself. Yeah, got my soapy water. Got me some orange pumice hand cleaner in case I need to let it run. Oh yeah, I gotta top off my coolant. So if you want to know OEM coolant for these cars, there you go. Yeah, gotta do something with it. It look dusty. I mean, could be worse. Could be worse, but yeah, that's all busted. This is busted. What else is new? Alright, that's all she wrote for now. I took some of that hand cleaner on the rag and I kind of like wiped down these hoses by hand. It looks kind of grayish underneath instead of black. I did that for redundancy to see, you know, what's going on. You know, I had to get that bottom cover back and it's bolts and clips and stuff to make sure this power steering, all of these pulleys don't seize up on me. Splash shield for that little quarter side. I gotta get the splash shield for the actual fender. I gotta get the actual fender. I gotta get some clips for the fender. And yeah, pretty much that's it. I gotta get ground to chassis wiring harness there because it looked like it snapped from there and it's just laying there, or maybe it's just saying good night and goodbye. So I gotta get the ground for that. That is basically chassis to ground right there, and to me that looks very insufficient. Even if it is the 4-cylinder, I want to get an upgraded chassis ground right there. Even if it's like Walmart, you find little ground cables, universal ones. Sand that down and just, you know, put like maybe a 5 gauge. 0 gauge is really thick, so maybe 6-7 gauge or something. That's one ground. Cleaned up over here a little bit. It's just gonna get dirty again. So one ground back there, one ground over here, and there is a transmission to ground strap just like that one. I believe it's like back here. Oh, there it is. Right here under the fuse box. Right down there. Right back there. So far, that's 3 grounds. There's a ground up under here for the injectors. When you try to do your valve cover, you take this off. You don't have to do your valve cover to get to it. It's like too little. You can tell it's like low voltage, low resistance, low ohms ground signal. Other than that, I'm pretty sure there's probably another chassis ground somewhere, probably rear the engine or somewhere. Because if this is all the ground this thing has, it is very undergrounded. You see, I had to scrape that, do that, clean it today, check up on it. So far, I just need 2 more ground strap. You know, probably get that insulation, like, you know, wire and harness insulator to go over it, and then I'll wrap it up in like some Teflon and heat shrink it. And yeah, I see no fluid underneath, no drip so far. Check the fluid level for power steering, see if that line is working. tell you. When it rains, it pours. We got residue here. However, the level did not drop. Or maybe it's just leftover residue from here. But if that's the case, why does on top of there look like that? Well, the header stopped smoking. The switch is not throwing any type of check code or anything like that. Doesn't smell like oil inside. So, for what it's worth, it can clean up pretty decent. The switch, that's tight. These are damn sure tight. I wonder if this cap has pressure that just pops this thing up and then it just spurters out. How the hell is fluid getting on top of the cap? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck is it coming? It has to be coming up and splashing or spraying out of something. Seepage here, you know? So I don't know, man. I'm trying. I should try to like wash this damn thing down again and see what happens. All right, now some brake clean, a little bit of jet wash. I mean, those splash shields are done. Yeah. I don't know if this thing like sucks in coolant little by little. Maybe it's little air bubbles, but I put this thing to the max and it's down like a couple centimeters. I fill it up again. I don't know if it's like the first gen G35s where they just drink coolant every so often, especially if you use an AC. I don't know. I'm learning. So here we go. Try my best to like put a cardboard, pressure wash things with at least a garden hose and just wipe things down. I mean, it's not the real deal detailing stuff, but at least if you take it into a goddamn shop, they're gonna be like, oh my god, at least they trying to do something to keep things like clean. I know a lot of people, they like regular patina so they don't touch nothing, but for me, I'll clean the shit. So that way, you know what I mean? Yeah, ready to go up sky high. My baby, my baby. There she lies. Oil pan look dented. Look at the evap canister. I mean, she's not too rusty. Probably want to change that. Polyurethane bushings. Maybe, I mean, the muffler looks alright. Maybe these lateral arms. The strut looks like hell. Sway bar bushings don't look too bad. Maybe that bushing right up in there. Look how many arms you got. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms to center this wheel. And then, not too bad. E-brake cable looks okay, but the caliper could be seized. Catalytic converter looks like it's done. Look, the catalytic converter looked like it lived a hard-ass life. Poor catalytic converter. It looked like a replacement. Might be the stock one, I don't know. But, you know, hopefully get some new hardware, gaskets, and or maybe leave. Wow. Might leave that. Like, chop that flex, put a new one, put that back, put the ring, put new studs, and then that's it. That's it for right now. I'm gonna try to find some Honda wheels that I could sell these Maxima wheels or maybe trade, because they're still fairly new, like 2022, and then one new tire up there. That one got a bubble in it. I gotta take it back to Mavis, and then I want to clean the back of this engine, because when the axle burst and the oil went on it, whatever mixed with that oil now looked like chocolate milk. So I know it's not coolant, because the coolant is not really dropping significant. But the body is not too bad, not too rusty. I mean, for what it's worth, it's not too bad. I'm not getting no emissions code, so thank God for that. Maybe if somebody's selling the whole exhaust system from the cat back, I could just buy the whole system, just replace it, and get a core charge for the cat. And the exhaust tip is standard. Standard exhaust tip. Yeehaw. Cool. It look fixed.
Yeah.
Going down. Going back up. So I'm hoping it's just the, you know, that little circular gasket that goes into the downpipe. The size of it can't be too big. It's leaking profusely loud. So hopefully they have a gasket that fits a little bit tighter, it's more snug. That's not cheap, because I heard these gaskets, they have an issue with off-brand ones. You have to get a Honda one. I'm hoping it's not a cracked exhaust manifold either, or a blown out gasket, but if it is, I mean, 140,000 miles, it happens, you know? Part 2. Different, huh? What's the gas? Okay.